Welcome everyone. I'm Jami, Jamie's little sister. It's my privilege and honor to say that I'm her only sister by blood. I know that she's got a lot of you in here that were sisters to her, and I'm grateful that I was able to share her with those special people. Thank you all for coming here today to participate in Jamie's celebration of life. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank the Sedona Public Library for hosting our event. Thank you to all the library staff for your kindness and support. We appreciate you checking on Conrad and bringing him meals, as so many of us live 1,900 miles away, which prevents us from being with him every day. Thank you to Sam and our extended family here in Arizona, as well as my brothers and family, for your time and care and helping as we prepare Jamie's celebration of life. I know she is so happy that we are carrying out her wishes to celebrate her life and reminisce of the many good times that we shared with her. Jamie loved being a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mom, and a grandmother, or as she loved to be called, Abuela. When I look back at the many, many amazing memories of me and my sister, it's really difficult for me to just pick one to share with you. I'm so blessed to have decades of memories filled with laughter and fun times. Jamie and I sang together. Christmas songs were our favorite. And there were family vacations. The Alaska one was the best. And no matter what we did together, we always enjoyed being with each other. Being Jamie's little sister was never boring. When she started to date, she decided that it would be my job to help her pick out 3 outfits that were contenders for her date. Then when the date arrived, it was my job to go out, see what the date was wearing, and report back to her so that we could pick the appropriate outfit quickly and have her change into that. I just love doing that for her. Jamie always said that she and I were together in another life, and she was so happy we were together again in this life. I know that this life is not the last time she and I will be together. I miss her more than words can say, and my only comfort is knowing she is in heaven with our mom. Until we are together again, te amo, mi hermana. You will always be in my heart. Jamie, on the day I was born, we became sisters. And on the day that you passed, you became my guardian angel. And I love you forever. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, accustomed as I am to public speaking, this is a celebration. This is celebrating an absolutely incredible person. Things that you may not know about Jamie. Jamie's first Spanish teacher was a little Muppet on Sesame Street. That kind of perked her interest, and growing up outside of Chicago, we had an exchange student who happened to be a rather handsome man of Latin descent. She has a type. Okay. And that really planted the seed, and that turned into, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn it properly, I want to learn Castilian Spanish. Those of you that travel know that there is a difference. She became absolutely laser focused on that. And that grew into, I want to be able to teach, and I want to teach Spanish. And that grew into, I want to live in Spain and teach English at the University of Madrid, and teach English to Spanish people so that they can get better jobs and make better lives for themselves. I want to live in this town, I want to live in this neighborhood, and I want to do it all with this man. And she was laser focused on that, and she nailed it. How many people do you know in your life actually lived out their dreams? Now, granted, she took the scenic way to get there. There are things that you might not know about her. How many know that she was an Air Force Junior ROTC cadet and a member of a drill team? I know, because most of you know the Jami that couldn't tell her right from her left. Right? How many people know that she was going to change her name before Rangel to Sabalat? And we're pretty glad that she didn't do that. Came up to Mom and said, I want to change my name, I want to change my name. She said, what? She goes, Sabalat. Mom she was wise. She said, we'll see. So, she was able to do that. How many people knew she did stand-up comedy?
Oh, yeah.
How many people felt she never stopped doing stand-up comedy? You know, she became a fiancée, and then a wife, and a mother, and an abuela, and an aunt, and friends to so many people. This is just scratches the surface of all the people that she touched in her life. And, you know, it is almost to the point of envious of how she led such a great life and how she was able to achieve all of her dreams. And I don't know about you, but I believe that that is the life we're celebrating. So, to Jami.
Remember, I'm a teacher, right?
Yep.
All I can say is thank you guys so much for coming out. Whenever I saw how many people were messaging me and saying, "Oh, I want to come out, I want to be there, celebrate, and find out more about, you know, parts of her life that maybe I didn't know about," it's like I knew she touched a lot of people's lives, but it was one of those things where it's like you don't really fully comprehend it until it's like this. I didn't plan any speech to come up here. I'm just I'm up here to just tell you guys that I really appreciate y'all coming out here. Some of you guys traveled many miles to get here. You know, as you can imagine, she was a huge part of my life. It's been tough, and but I think that given what I remember of my mom, you know, she would want me to not sit down and mourn and cry, and she would want me to celebrate the time that I had with her, and that's what today is about. So I encourage you guys. I hope you guys followed my instructions and brought your favorite bottle of wine to share. It's interesting, and I promise you I won't take too much of your time. But it's interesting though. My mom and I, we weren't what you consider like traditional Christian things like that. So to me, the celebration is definitely much more falls in line with what she held dear to her. And so thank you again for coming out. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna let you guys get to it, or if someone else wants the floor, then I shall yield. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, no, we got that over with.
Am I talking? Okay. Jami was my firstborn. I was almost 25, and she brought a lot of joy into our lives. And of course, she became the stepmother to those two. And then, of course, number 4 came along, and I was lost. What can you do? But anyway, Jami Leanne, Jami for James, which is me, Lee for Ava's uncle, and Ann for my sister, Ann Sherry, and stuff. That's how we came up with her name and everything. She was very determined. She set her mind on something and she worked for it. You know, she started college one course at a time. She was 42 years old when she got her degree. So you can tell she was determined. Then she decided to get her master's degree. And she went through all the program, but she became a procrastinator because she had to go in front of the faculty and defend her thesis. And she was very nervous. And I said, Jamie, you go downtown to Phoenix and stand in front of a stand-up comedy with no problem. Come on, girl, live it up a little bit. And that's what she did. But she set her, but anytime she set her job out, she did it. And again, it's very grateful for all of you to be here. I mean, she was something special, and I thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Anyone else? You don't have to come up here. You can stay where you're seated and share from there if you like.
Yeah, I need to say so. I'm the youngest, her favorite, so she told me. The four of us would often be at home all day while Mom was at work, and usually beat each other up until the last 30 minutes and we get our chores done. But Jami and I were always on the same team. Usually it was 2-on-2 or 3 of us ganging up on one of those 2 over there. But she was also a candy striper, and she was a nurse, which I remember Mom asking her, how are you going to be a nurse when you can't even clean a turkey for Thanksgiving without gagging? But she left a blessed life and an accomplished life, and it was all because of a good man behind her, too, that supported her every step of the way. You know, Conrad and I have been like brothers as long as I can remember. But she will be missed, and we're going to celebrate and enjoy. And she lived life to the fullest, that's for sure. She loved to travel, even though, as we always kidded her, running late was her cardio. Yep. You know, when you travel, you got to be on time. But we really enjoyed the travels that we all enjoyed together. And if I could be as bold, one thing I think, Sam, we need to add a stain to that. We used to call her Jami La Mancha was her nickname because she always had a stain. It's a family trait, I think. Right, Jason? Yeah. And again, we thank you all for coming out and keeping her in your hearts. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm Carrie. I'm actually Jamie's sister-in-law, and I don't actually have a story of Jami because I unfortunately didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with her. But I do want to thank everyone for coming. Thank the library staff again for their generous hospitality. They have done nothing but welcome us with open arms, and they have set this room up, and they have just made everything absolutely beautiful for us. Closed the library early and allowed us to come in and celebrate Jami because they love her just as much as we all do. So we have set up some food and some drinks in the green room, which is the room right off to the left here. We absolutely welcome you all to mingle, share your stories. If you want to come up and share a story, you're welcome to do so. But please go ahead, enjoy some of the food, enjoy the fellowship, and enjoy being here in the spirit of Jami's joy. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Jamie. I was just wondering, I got a new phone, and I didn't know if you're doing anything after we get together. You could help me figure out. I have it almost set up, and since you've got more new phones than I have, you could let me know what I'm missing to finish setting up, because the things I didn't seem to be working. But, you know, if you're busy and have plans afterwards, don't worry about it. I will figure something else out. I just didn't want to ask them and not before they're leaving. So, anyways, I also wanted to know if Dennis and Donna were still in town, and if they already took off to go spend the summer at Katie. So, all right. Love you guys, and see you in like an hour and a half. Bye. Hey girl, you're probably having dinner right now. Yeah, I'm a closer, so I'm just on my way home from work. That's why I couldn't answer your phone call, because I have to have my phone on mute, just like to the courthouse. So I get out after dark now, but I don't have to be there till like 9:45 in the morning. So being a not morning person that I am, it's still a sweet gig. All right. Anyways, yeah, I thought that we're on the schedule. And I was going to ask you if you still wanted to do that. Need to reschedule, whatever. Give me a call. All right. And there's some Christmas gifts I could be working on. All right. And if your mom wants to come over with you guys, girls, you know, the more the merrier. All right, so bye, love you, bye. Or if you have to reschedule, that's okay too. I've been wanting to go see my friend down in Sun City, but I don't remember when she's supposed to be back in Arizona. So, fine, I can be home. Anyway, all right. Talk to you later. You can text me, whatever.